Have you ever wondered if it's actually possible to build a real, successful online business from the ground up? With no experience, no huge pile of cash to start with? Well, today we're diving into the story of someone who did exactly that. And his journey didn't start with some brilliant, once in a lifetime idea. It started with one simple, game changing discovery.
You know this thought, right? It's that little voice in your head on a Monday morning, or maybe when you're stuck in traffic. That nagging feeling that you're meant for something more than just this, more than just building somebody else's dream. It's a quiet question, but man, it can be persistent. And this isn't just about having a bad day at the office. It goes a lot deeper than that. It's that feeling of being stuck, of knowing you have all this potential bottled up inside, but you just have no idea how to get it out. And that feeling? That's exactly where our story begins.
So let's meet Edward. He's 37, had a good, stable job, but it was one of those jobs that just kind of sucked the life out of him. He wasn't some tech genius or a marketing guru. Nope, just a totally normal guy who was getting really tired of working for someone else's bottom line. He had this dream, right? To start his own thing online. But every time he looked into it, the hurdles just seemed massive. All this jargon, funnels, lead magnets, email marketing, it honestly sounded like a completely different language. He'd try to do some research and just get hit by this wall of super complicated software, crazy high costs. It just left him feeling even more defeated than when he started. And then, one night, you know how it is, he's just scrolling through YouTube, and he stumbles upon this video. It's a guy building an entire automated online business in just a few hours. And the tool he was using? It was a platform Edward had never even heard of before, called Systeme.io. And you can imagine his first thought, right? Wait a minute. Is it really possible for something to be this simple? I mean, it sounded way too good to be true, but it lit a little spark of hope. And hey, with nothing to lose, he figured, why not give it a shot? And the results were, well, they were immediate. He signed up, for free, by the way, followed a super simple tutorial, and within an hour, he had his own webpage, live on the internet. It might seem like a small thing, but for him, it was a piece of his dream that was suddenly real. And that feeling, wow, it was powerful because it wasn't just a webpage, it was proof. It was proof that this whole online world wasn't this impossible, complicated thing he'd built up in his head. It was his first real step, and it gave him this incredible shot of confidence. So from that day forward, Edward made a promise to himself, just 1 hour every evening. That's it. He didn't try to boil the ocean and learn everything at once. He just picked one feature at a time and let the built-in tutorials on the platform walk him through it. And his progress? It was just incredible. In 1 month, just 1 month, he went from a total beginner who was intimidated by everything to a guy who was confidently building his own stuff. He nailed landing pages, set up automatic emails, built a whole sales funnel, and by the end of the month, he had his own digital product ready to go. That's what consistent, focused effort can do. Okay, so this is where it gets really clever. He created a little course for people who were in the same boat he used to be in, and he built this simple, automated system to sell it. He offered a free ebook to get people interested, then automated emails would build trust and a relationship, and finally, he'd offer his course. The whole thing was a self-running business all on one platform. So he built it all, he pushed the launch button, and then he waited. This is that moment every new entrepreneur dreads and dreams about, right? The moment you find out if all your hard work is actually going to pay off. And then it happened. That notification he'd been dreaming of. His first sale. Now, it was only a few euros, but the amount of money was totally irrelevant. This was the proof. This meant he had created something that someone else found valuable enough to pay for. His system, it actually worked. As he got more confident, he started to play around with other features. He decided to try the built-in SMS campaign tool, and the results were, well, explosive. He saw a 300% jump in traffic to his page. He just unlocked a brand new, super powerful way to reach his audience. So after about 8 months of that consistent 1 hour a day effort, he hit a major milestone, 1,000 euros in a single month. And get this, he did it all without spending a single cent on advertising. This was all the power of his automated system. Just an amazing testament to his hard work. So, what's the big takeaway from Edward's story? I mean, it's not just about making a bit of money on the side. It's about a complete transformation of who he was and what his future could be. Just look at the difference here. It's night and day.
He went from being this frustrated employee who was totally intimidated by technology to a free, confident entrepreneur who was the master of his own destiny. And the key wasn't that he suddenly became a different person. He just found the right tool to unlock his potential.
Look, his success wasn't some kind of magic trick. It was a formula. He took it one small step at a time. He was incredibly consistent with that 1 hour a day. And maybe most importantly, he used a single tool that just erased all those technical roadblocks. He could see his progress with clear stats, which kept him fired up. And he built his entire business around a simple idea, helping people who had the exact same struggles he did.
And I love this because, in Edward's own words, I wasn't a genius. He just found a tool that made this complicated online world make sense. The platform was built for people just like him, and it absolutely changed his life.
And that's really the heart of it, isn't it? You don't need to have the perfect business plan or a ton of money to get started. The single most important first step is just finding a tool that makes the whole journey simpler and lets you focus on what really counts, your ideas and your audience. Think about it. Edward's entire life-changing journey began with a single, curious click on a YouTube video. It kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? Where could your first click take you?